us today. Just to open up with a few remarks, I would like to invite our Assistant Principal of ELA and ENL, Ms. Lindo Turner.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm the AP of ELA, ENL, AVID, and Family Engagement. So we're really happy to have you here this evening, and I want to take a moment to introduce our principal, Principal St. Aubin.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to start off by thanking the several staff members, starting with Ms. Lindo, AP Lindo, Ms. Lamones, our GC, Ms. Rojas, and all of the ENL support teachers. We even have Spanish teachers here that are here to support your children and provide you with the necessary information that you need. So I'm here. If you have any questions, please elevate them to me if you have any concerns as well. I want to also take this moment to introduce to you a new staff member that has recently joined our school community, our new parent coordinator, Ms. Liz.
Good evening. Thank you so much for being here with us. My name is Ms. Liz. I am the new parent coordinator at Bryant High School. So I'll be working very closely with all of you. Just a fun fact about myself, I actually am a Bryant High School graduate. Not gonna say which year, but I was here and I'm glad to see all the changes, improvements, and all the familiar faces that I still see. I am going to be in room 129. Some of you might have seen an email from me with some information. If there's any time that you want to connect more with me, I'll be here all evening, and also you have my information, okay? Thank you.
I just want to quickly just make sure that the parents and also the students in the room, you are aware of the key role that Ms. Liz plays within our school community. She is your liaison, right? So in any time you have any questions, concerns, you're unsure of something, she is the point of contact for you to contact, and then she will point you in the right direction. You do not need an appointment to speak with her. You can come to the school, you can email her, you can call her. She is available. She is the parent liaison to support you. If you are unsure of something, that is her role, okay? So I just want to make sure that our parents in the room are aware of the vital role that Ms. Liz plays, and she's ready to roll up her sleeve and support all our parents. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Principal St. Aubin. Thank you so much, Assistant Principal Lindo. I would like to start off the presentation. On your tables, you have the agendas for today, along with some other pertinent information that we will be going over today. Technical difficulty. All right, you all have this agenda on your tables. Very briefly, we are going to be going over state examinations, very important for our English language learners, what supports we are providing them here at Bryant High School, and then I will pass the microphone to our counselor, bilingual counselor, senior bilingual counselor in the school, Ms. Rojas, to go over transcripts, how to read a permanent record, and graduation requirements, the most updated graduation requirements. All right, so how is a student being identified as an English language learner? Upon entrance into any Department of Education in New York City or New York State school, students are going over the admissions process, which includes an oral interview with both the students and the parents, where we deem them as potential English language learners. Then we administer the NICETA, which is the identification exam. These are state examinations again. And based on the score, they will either be identified as English language learners, or they will be identified as general education students. They will be programmed accordingly. Now, the NYSETL again is the New York State Identification Test for English language learners. This exam, the good thing, is that is administered to our students only once in their academic career. So upon entering the New York State and New York City public education system, the students will take it only once. They don't have to take it ever again. Right? So there are 5 possible levels that the students can score. If they score the first 4, they are deemed to be English language learners, and they're going to have supports in their classes. If they score level 5, then they will be deemed as proficient English language speakers, and they will not need any support. Another exam that we must administer, again it's a state requirement to administer to a newly admitted English language learners, is the Spanish Lab, which is again a state examination, which measures accordingly the Spanish language proficiency level of the students, and it's only administered to our Spanish-speaking students. The next very, very important examination, and you have some more information on your tables and in your folders that you received, is the NYSESLAT. The NYSESLAT, as you can see, is the New York State English as a Second Language Achievement Test for English language learners. This is probably the most important of all the state examinations because it is used to show the progress of their academic language throughout the year. It is given every spring, usually in May, to all our English language learners. It is absolutely imperative that students are not absent during these 2 administrations. Ms. Rojas is showing you the information that you can look for and read some more in your folders. Now, in your folders again, once we take an exam, the exam in May, the scores come to us towards the end of August. As soon as I get the scores, we prepare the information and we send you home letters, as well as these reports that have a more analytical information on your child's score. As you can see here, we have a scale score. That's how this translates, percentiles for district and state. But the most important is the scale score, because this, if you can see the number 4, this is what matters. What is the English proficiency level? Now, again, this is very important because it doesn't only measure the language proficiency progress of the student, but it also matters because it affects programming for next year. So for example, if a student is a level 1 student, then they will have, let me just do this here very quickly, they will have 3 support classes. So it's very important that they keep scoring higher and higher and higher, so they can have less support and more room in their schedules for classes that they need for graduation. I will go back to that. Back to this, again in your NYSESLAT exam score, you see the 4 different modality scores, if you need to know exactly where the student scored. We also use that to drive our instruction. So we also look at these scores to know where the student has a strength or a weakness, so we can focus and target on that. You also have this on your tables. Please save those dates. Take a picture, take the paper with you. These are this year's examination dates. Yes, thank you. Jot them down, take a picture, take the paper with you. Of course, we will send you another notification, a reminder of those dates as we come closer to the exam. NYSESLAT. All right, so what kind of questions will students be asked in the NYSESLAT? We have multiple choice questions for the listening and reading where they bubble in the responses. We have 2 short response questions. for the writing, for parts 1 and 2, which is the shorter version, and they have to write a longer response for the writing of part 3. They will have to answer verbally to 12 questions during the speaking administration of the exam. How long is the exam? The listening, reading, and writing exam will take 1.5 school days. It's a very thorough examination where we test all 4 modalities. So day 1 we do part 1 and part 2 with a break in the middle, and then we continue part 3 in the morning of the second day. The speaking test will be taken anytime during the testing period because it is administered one by one, one-on-one. One teacher, one student. It's done individually. All right? Same scores apply for the NICES lab, just like the NICETEL. So again, we have 5 different levels. If they score anywhere 1 through 4, they continue being English language learner. If they score level 5, they test out, as we say, so they become former ELs. Now, what does that mean? That means that for the next 2 years after they test out, after they score level 5, they will keep receiving supports. So that's a good thing. Now, what supports do they get? Students get supports depending on their English language proficiency that they score. They have extra English classes in their schedule. All right? The core ELA class is always supported with an extra teacher. So one teacher will teach the content, the ELA content, and the other will support the language, the English language. Apart from that, we give our students extra time in their examinations, either in the classroom or state examinations. We give them bilingual dictionaries and glossaries and any type of translations of the materials that are being used in the classroom. All right. So, bilingual education. We here at Bryant, we're very proud of our Spanish bilingual program. We have been having this program for many, many years. We support it with excellent teachers. Now, it is a parent's choice. Only Spanish-speaking students can enter this program. I send letters at the beginning of every year, so if one year you want to enroll your child in the Spanish bilingual program, you can. If the next year you change your mind, you can just take them out and they can be in the ENL, freestanding ENL program. All right. We also have bilingual classes in home language arts, history, and math. And we have ENL support classes with teachers who speak different languages so that they can support our students in all these content areas. All right. Tutoring, tutoring, tutoring. We have a plethora of tutoring opportunities here at Bryant High School, so please take advantage of them. Just send your students. We have after-school tutoring opportunities on Saturdays, and now here during the break next week, we have our academic intervention services from 9 to 12, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and you have that information over here. Let me just show you. Thank you very much. It's over here. Okay? Please, please, please encourage your children to come. All right, in your folders again, you will find a more analytical and a more personalized information. So each one of your child's teachers created a list of comments regarding their academic progress in the English language. So you will find the comments. It looks like this, okay? If you have any questions about any information that you are listening, you're hearing tonight, or any information that you have in your folders, please don't hesitate to reach to any one of us. All right? For some more information, you can visit the state site or the city site, the DOE city site. All right? So now I'd like to invite Ms. Rojas to talk about graduation, updated graduation requirements, how to read a transcript, report card, etc. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vargas. Thank you all, and welcome, bienvenidos. Okay, so we're going to talk about the graduation requirements. Okay, the students need 44 credits to graduate. We'll start with each area. They need 8 English credits. They need 8 social studies credits, divided in these areas: 4 global, 2 credits for the US history, 1 government, 1 economics. They need 6 math credits, 2 in algebra, 2 in geometry, 2 in trigonometry. They need 6 science credits, 2 life science, for example, biology, 2 physical science, for example, earth science, and another extra science, a total of 6. They need 2 language credits. It could be Spanish, it could be Korean, or any other. They need 2 art credits, or music or art. They need 1 health credit. They need 4 credits of gym, physical education. They need 7 electives. These could be any extra areas in English, in math, in science, computers, business, law. A total of 44 credits. Now we go to the exams. They need minimum 5 regions. These are exams from the state. They're usually 3 hours. 3 hours long. So they need the English regions, they need the global regions, they need the US history exam, they need the math, and they need a science. That equals 5. And this is the minimum, which means they can earn more. They can have more than 5. So if they get more than 5, which could be a total of 9, including 2 more math exams and 2 more sciences, including the living environment, plus a world language, that will give them the Regents Advanced Diploma. Okay, so if your child who is an English language learner and knows another language, they definitely have the opportunity to earn a Regents Advanced Diploma. They have the potential because they have another language. That's their superpower. So every year, your child gets a program, a list of classes. Each class has the potential of getting the student 2 credits. So if the student passes, let's say for example, this student is passing English 9th grade with an 80, they will get 2 credits for the year, okay, and so on. So each class gets 2 credits except physical education and health. So how many credits can the student earn? 13, 14 a year. 13 credits, or points, if that makes it easier for you to understand. These are dates, important dates that we need to take in consideration. The marking period number 3 is now in progress. The marking period. So now we will have a progress report soon, delivered on March 4th. April 4th, the marking period ends. Report cards will be distributed on April 11. Marking period for progress gets distributed on May 13, and it ends on June 6th. Report cards will be given on June 27, and that's when the final grades and the transcript shows the number of credits that your child earned. The report card. So this is the report card that is given after each marking period. As you can see, you see the number of the course and then the grade. There's 4 cycles, 4 marking periods, And at the end, we get the average of the 4 marking periods, and that's the final grade. This is given every marking period, so you will get 4. This is, and you can find it also in your folder, just like the report card, is the transcript. The transcript is the list of all the classes that your child took, whether they passed them or failed them. This will be their history, their academic history. This is what the colleges review for admission. So the student could get their transcript at the end of the year to get an updated version. Now, talking about tutoring, again, I will encourage please to send your child for next week, the next week AIS opportunity. These are days from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The students can do makeup work, assignments that they missed in order to improve the grade that they have already. Okay, so if they have a 65 and they want to raise it to a 75, let's talk to the teacher. Let's find out how many assignments they're missing and bring them over and complete them at school. So we definitely encourage you, invite you to take advantage of this. So we talked about a lot of information, how to become English language learners, how to earn credits, and this is, let's talk a little bit about what we as parents can do. And I'm saying we because I'm also a parent. Okay, so it's very important to check the assignments daily. Ask them, what did you do today? Show me what did you have in the English class. This gets a conversation going, and then you can see what the child achieved. Make sure that they have a backpack with a laptop, notebook, pencils. If you have an issue with the supplies, let us know. Talk to the parent coordinator, talk to the guidance counselor. Connect with the teachers, please. I tell my students, please get to know your teacher, because this is the person that connects you to the knowledge that you need. Talk to them, find out who they are, so they can know who you are. Speak with the counselors. Please call us, let's make an appointment. We always want to see you, but call us. Let us know that you're coming. Review the report card. Ask them about the progress report. Tell them, I need to see these numbers. I know you're more than a number, but I need to know how you're doing. How are you learning? Review the permanent record once a year. Inform the school about reasons for absences, and request assistance for your child. Please don't forget to register on jump rope. If you have any issues with connecting, please tell the parent coordinator or give us a call. Thank you so much. I think I have covered it.
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Rojas. Thanks so much. So, just to reiterate, we have this, you can take it home, okay? On one side it has how to register on jump rope if you haven't already done so. All right, and over here is a list of all the important numbers and informations. As many, it's all the counselors, our bilingual parent coordinator, the assistant principal. You can find more information in our school's website under faculty. You can find all the teachers, all the faculty's information, how to get in touch with them. Please, if you have any questions after the presentation, we're all going to be here to answer your questions, and thank you so much. I would like to call on our assistant principal, Ms. Linda Turner, to talk about the flow of the evening. Thank you so much.
Good evening again. Thank you for being here for our presentation. We're going to, in a moment, transition into classrooms, and we'll explain a little bit more about what that's going to look like. But before we do that, I want to take a moment and introduce some really important people that are here to support your child's success. So I will start with our school counselors. I'm going to have them come up and introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about what grades they support.
Muy buenas noches, me llamo Ms. Walsh, soy consejera del 10º grado.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ms. Lucas. I am one of the bilingual college counselors here at Bryant. I assist with college applications, financial aid, scholarships. I'll be here for the rest of the evening if you have any questions. Hola, soy Ms. Lucas. Yo asisto con las preguntas de universidad. Yo ayudo al 11 y 12 grado. El salón es 325. Voy a estar aquí toda la noche si tienen alguna pregunta de universidad, becas y ayuda financiera.
Good afternoon, my name is Ms. Cruz. I am one of the 11th grade bilingual counselors. Mi nombre es Ms. Cruz, yo soy una de las consejeras del 11 grado, también soy bilingüe.
Yo soy Lucía Rojas, my name is Lucía Rojas, and I work with the 9th graders. Trabajo con los estudiantes del 9 grado. Bienvenidas.
So they're here for any questions you may have. And we also want to introduce one of our CBOs, Global Kids, just to share a little bit about the work that they're doing in our school community to serve our students.
Hi, good evening everyone. You may have seen me coming to your tables to have you sign a paper and to give you an enrollment form. So as Global Kids, we provide services that help the school with after-school programming and tutoring. We also will be starting a lunch club programming, so students, please feel free to attend. We also provide a lot of college and career readiness services. Some of you may have heard of the SYEP program, and that's just to help students obtain jobs. So if you guys have any questions, I will be sitting in the back. You can come find me. Also, filling out the application form helps ensure that we continue to provide these services. So if you have not received one, I will be sitting in the back. Come and get one. Thank you.